While stuck in Los Angeles traffic, Sebastian, Seb, Wilder has a moment of road rage directed at aspiring actress Mia Dolan. After a hard day at work, Mia's next audition goes awry because the casting director takes a phone call during an emotional scene. That night, her roommates take her to a lavish party in the Hollywood Hills, promising her that someone in the crowd could jump-start her career. After her car is towed, she walks home in disappointment. During a gig at a restaurant, Seb slips into jazz improvisation despite the owner's warning to only play traditional Christmas pieces. Mia hears him playing as she passes by. Moved, she enters the restaurant and observes Seb being fired for disobedience. Mia attempts to compliment him as he storms out, but he brushes by her. Months later, she runs into Seb at a party where he plays in a 1980s pop cover band. Mia makes Seb play "I Ran" for her. After the gig, they walk to their cars and, despite an obvious chemistry, lament wasting a lovely night on each other. Seb arrives at Mia's workplace, and she shows him around the Warner Brothers backlot, where she works as a barista, while expressing her passion for acting. He takes her to a jazz club, describing his passion for jazz and his desire to open his own club. Seb invites Mia to a screening of Rebel without a cause and she accepts, forgetting a date with her boyfriend. Bored with the latter date, she rushes to the theater and finds Seb as the film begins. When the screening is interrupted by a projector malfunction, Seb and Mia spend the rest of the evening together with a romantic visit to the Griffith Observatory. For more failed auditions, Mia decides, with Seb's encouragement, to write a one-woman play. Seb begins to perform regularly at a jazz club, and the two of them eventually move in together. A former bandmate of Seb invites him to be the keyboardist in a new jazz fusion band, which will give him a steady income. Although dismayed by the band's pop style, Seb signs on after hearing Mia trying to convince her mother that he is working on his career. The band finds success, but Mia knows their music is not the type of music Seb wants to perform. During the band's first tour, Seb and Mia argue. She accuses him of abandoning his dreams, while he claims that she liked him more when he was unsuccessful because it made her feel better about herself. 2 weeks later, Seb misses Mia's play because of a photo shoot he had forgotten about. The play fails, very few people attend, and Mia overhears dismissive comments about her performance. Unable to forgive him for missing her play and their previous argument, Mia returns to her hometown of Boulder City, Nevada. Seb receives a phone call from a prominent casting director who attended Mia's play, inviting her to audition for an upcoming film. Knowing that this could be her big break, he drives in a hurry to Boulder City. He finds her house since he remembered that she lived across the street from the library where she fell in love with acting. Seb persuades her to attend, and she reluctantly agrees to go. The next morning, Seb picks her up, and Mia greets him with a coffee. During the audition, Mia is asked to tell a story. In response, she talks about how her aunt, a one-time stage actress who eventually died from alcoholism, inspired her to chase her dreams. Confident the audition was a success, Seb encourages Mia to devote herself to acting. The two then recognize that they will always love each other despite what may come for their relationship. 5 years later, Mia is a famous actress and married to a different man, with whom she has a daughter. She is living a happy life. That night, the couple stumble upon a jazz bar. Recognizing the logo she had once designed, Mia realizes that Seb has opened his own jazz club. Seb notices Mia in the crowd and begins to play their love theme on the piano. The two imagine their happy life together had their relationship thrived along with their careers. Then acknowledge each other with a silent exchange of smiles and go their separate ways.